hit that like button. Can't even fucking see out this. Shalon. Yeah, I can't. I just came to the realization, right? Hey, yo, other cities just ain't as thorough as Baltimore, man. Like when it come down to like staying on code, yo, ain't too many. Yo, I just be looking at social media, man. If social media is an accurate depiction of what people think, man, a lot of these niggas is bitches. Like for real, yo. A lot of these niggas is bitches, man. Yo, the amount of people that's trying to give Gucci a pass is fucking crazy, yo. Yo, Gucci don't get no pass. Like, I just don't understand these niggas. Yo, Gucci has been a gangster rapper for 20 fucking years. 5 years. Been a gangster rapper. Gucci has been to prison. Gucci still rapping. Just last year, Gucci was talking about I'd never snitch. I'd die first. I showed y'all all of this on countless interviews. But yet and still, people is debating about Gucci Mane and why his snitching is okay. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. And the reason why I said Baltimore is the realest city in America, right, is because, yo, most niggas that been outside from Baltimore is gonna call Gucci a rat. We're gonna call him a rat. Like, yo, it seems like in other cities, yo, niggas be willing to give passes. Yo, we don't give no passes, yo. You a rat, you's a fucking rat. It don't matter who it is, from the motherfucking biggest dope boy to the motherfucking nickel bag weed seller. If you broke the code, you broke the code, bro. Now there's people that still hang with these niggas, but nigga ain't gonna act like he ain't tell. Yeah, it's about who they like, man. It's like, yo, I just be, yo, like, I know everybody got to be, I know I ain't the only one saying it. Like, so look, right? My man hit me. He be watching my videos. Joe said the exact same shit I said. And it just show you the mind frame of how niggas operate. Like, I don't know how everybody else, grew up, yo, but most of my homeboys is battle tested. Like, I think that be the difference between me and a lot of these niggas off the internet. Like, yo, most of my homeboys that went to prison. A lot of them have been shot. A lot of them went to jail. Like, yo, I don't know what everybody else got going on or how they was raised, or because a lot of these niggas claim that they from the streets and they stand on certain principles, but yet and still, every chance they get, they willing to bend them bitches for people that they like. Yo, we don't do that in Baltimore, yo. I'm sure Baltimore not the only city, but yo, we don't do that shit, man. Nigga told, y'all. Now, if you want to hang with the nigga, hey, salute to you. But we ain't gonna act like the nigga ain't tell. We ain't doing that. We don't do no shit like that. We ain't ready to make no million excuses for no nigga. Yo, Gucci Mane supposed to carry that shit how he said he was gonna carry. And this is something that we keep saying with these rappers. Everybody wanna be a gangster since some gangster shit happened to them. Now you wanna be a civilian. Nah, y'all. And the internet allows this. The internet allows people to just do whatever the fuck they want to do. say whatever they want to say, and don't stand doing nothing. Nah, bro. I showed y'all 3 videos yesterday with Gucci Mane say he'll never tell. Old ones and new ones. I showed y'all a video after the alleged robbery where Gucci Mane say, yo, keep it in the streets, just don't get the police involved. Now the paperwork dropped, niggas so I'm saying, yo, but he ain't really, he ain't really in the streets for real. Man, fuck out of here, man. Gucci's a rat. It is what it is. And we ain't making no excuses for him. Just, I don't give a fuck people from Baltimore. He did that shit. He'd be a rat, man. So let me show you what my man said. Cause sometimes I be thinking I be geeking, because people seem like, I don't know. I know my viewpoints sometimes can be extreme, y'all, but I live the extreme life. You feel me? Like, I done lived the extreme life, yo. So sometimes my viewpoints probably will be extreme to some people. Yo, but I don't give niggas passes, yo. I had to do my time, yo. I had to do my time. I ain't telling on nobody. I was facing life in prison. Nigga, what's your problem? The fuck wrong, you know what I mean? Why should you get a pass? If I'd have told niggas would have called me a rat. So I'm saying though, yo, but he 40 now. Man, so the fuck what? So when you turn 40 or 50, when you turn 40 or 50, now you just okay with rats. Now ratting is cool. You understand it now. Man, fuck out of here, man. Niggas just be trying to move the goalposts to the people that they like. So let me show you what my man said. He said the same shit I said.
Yeah, I say the same thing, bro. That's what I was saying. Like, you ain't no lie. Like, you be around people. You got some niggas that's small, but like some people, this shit, the rap shit. Still no disputing that. I understand he been. I already know what you're saying. Niggas really be like dumb for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Nigga boy whack, 100. I understand what you're saying, but it's still no. You know what I'm saying?
So he talking about.
It's still no niggas be really illiterate. You know?
He responded to.
Niggas really be dumb he is, man.
He responded to what Wack said, cause Wack tried to give Gucci Mane an out. So this is his response talking to me about. He sent me the shit with Wack, and I'm gonna play what Wack said, and this is his take on it. Another nigga that been battle tested, been to the feds, been through all the shit that street niggas go through. Now I'm not praising nothing. I'm just saying, me and the guys that I've been around or be around, we all done lived a real life, like we ain't like I'm not online faking. You feel me? A lot of these niggas be online faking. That's why their viewpoints is so flawed. I even watched the nigga say, I'm saying, what was Gucci supposed to do? Nigga, stand up, nigga. That's like with Rilo. What you thought I was going to do? My man get those say, yo, take your lick, nigga. The fuck you talk about what you supposed to do? You said it was just weed. Like everybody want to question what they supposed to do when they been when they get put in a tight spot. What I was supposed to do. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if it was 10 police there. If I was Gucci Mane and they questioned me about that situation, I said, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That nigga lying. If they'd have had video footage, I'd have said, yo, that's not me. The fuck? That ain't me. I don't know who that is. Niggas say, niggas is on this bitch saying anything, yo. Niggas, I swear, I just been sitting back. I just been like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, I don't know if niggas playing the game, the social media game, but I don't play the social media game. I just tell you like it is. And see if people gonna accept it or they ain't. I ain't got time to be playing with niggas and try to tend to people's emotions and, man, fuck all of that. And see if you gonna fuck with me for who I am or don't fuck with me at all. Nigga said, if the security guard told, and they came back and asked Gucci, and Gucci said, no, it didn't happen, then they could have charged Gucci with being complicit. I said, man, get the fuck out of here. That shit don't work that way, y'all. That shit ain't never worked that way. If a motherfucking dice game get robbed and a nigga decide to tell, and they come to me and be like, yo, did the dice game get robbed? And I be like, man, fuck no. They ain't gonna then turn around and charge me with robbing the dice game. That shit don't go that way, man. They gotta investigate. They need proof. As I'm sure my man said.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't been no streets, but you still rapping that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You misleading the kids and misleading everybody though. I said the same shit. I already know what you're saying. Niggas really be like dumb for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Niggas more whack, 100. I understand what you're saying, but it's still no. You know what I'm saying? There's still no disputing it. I understand he been chilled out for almost going on 10 years now. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't been no streets. But you still rapping this shit. You feel what I'm saying? You misleading the kids and misleading everybody though. You feel me? That's the shit that killed me with this shit, this rap shit. You feel me? Yeah, that's why I like the music, but that's why for real, I like the music, but that's why I like underground music. Niggas who just coming up who just still in the streets. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying they still in the shit. I mean, they still live in certain shit, but you feel what I'm saying? They ain't faking it. You feel me? Because they still living. But that shit be crazy, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck if you been out the streets that long or not, bro. You feel me? Take your lick as a man. You got robbed. All right, they got you. They caught you slipping. You feel me? You got money. So guess what you supposed to do? Catch your ass slipping. It's simple. You feel me? It's simple, bro.
Like, yo, we don't adopt that mentality in Baltimore. Like, I don't know where everybody else from, yo. But if I was to talk to 40 niggas from the streets in Baltimore, niggas gonna say the same thing.
Hell yeah, that's what I said. Like, nobody wasn't supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Take that lick like a man. They caught you slipping, bam, catch their ass slipping. Security guards and all that shit. No, nobody say nothing. I'm gonna pay y'all. I'm gonna reimburse y'all. Whatever y'all lost, I'm gonna reimburse y'all. You feel what I'm saying? I buy that shit over again for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. But you go and try to get a nigga locked up and all that shit. No, bro, I don't respect that. I don't give a fuck how long a nigga been out the streets. Whatever they say. Nah, I'm not doing that, bro. I don't give a fuck, cause you know why? You know the game, you know how the streets go. You was in them streets before. It's a difference if you was never a street nigga, you always was a civilian your whole life. That's different. I can respect that. But when you've been in the streets and you've been doing this and doing that, and you know how shit work, and you know what I'm saying? You was actually doing that, robbing niggas and all that shit too, and doing this and doing that, and you tell, nah, dog, I can't respect it. I don't give a fuck how old you is. I don't give a fuck if you 70, nigga. That shit don't count for nothing. You lost all your street credibility.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, yo. Most niggas gonna say the same thing, yo. I know they told, man. They talking about, yo, Gucci ain't tell. Man, they called the police. Police came there. They turned that bitch to a crime scene. That nigga gave a statement right then and there. That's what the fuck happened. That man told, man. Ain't no getting around it. I don't give a fuck that nigga ain't been in the streets for 40 years, nigga. Did we gotta go to that nigga last album? Who was Gucci Mane last album? What the fuck was you talking about? Let's see. Who's Gucci Mane last album? Gucci. Check out some of your lyrics. Albums. No, that's not it. Episodes came out in 2025. cold. Let's see what cold is. What are you talking about on here?
Body Coca-Cola, then that thing over and clap it like the know ya. We went from the bed to the floor, we on the sofa.
That shit garbage. What is you talking about, nigga? Savages. Let's check out Savages. Right, he could have hit it with the script, but he ain't sugarcoated, man. Rest in peace, King Von, man. King Von never went out like that.
I'm a broke bitch cream, I'm a rich hoe dream. Turn a good girl to a bad bitch, no thing. Rose gold dirt is on the rose, come through clean. Your favorite actress on her knees, trying to kiss my ring. Gucci, she on the party with the savages. She on the party with the savages. She on the
Yeah, shit. Alright, what the hell? Man, that nigga in a sucking place. Weak ass shit, man. What's wrong with y'all? Yo, we gotta check our album out, man, when I get stationary. I'm almost home. Weak ass album. Yo, we ain't giving Gucci no pass, man. That nigga made a career off robbing, nigga. This just karma, nigga. Yo, sometimes, yo, you gotta take your lick, yo. Like my man said, yo, you know, you got caught. Everybody got caught. I done been robbed twice, yo. I done got robbed twice. It happened, yo. Yeah, man, they caught me down bad, man. Had to kick it out, man. Goddamn, live to see another day. Nobody goes to jail. If I ever catch you on the streets, you already know what time it is. You know, but you got an option. You can let it slide too. Yeah, man. You can rob niggas. You know how that shit go. You ain't gotta retaliate. He don't gotta throw his life away. You know, it's options. You got options, yo. You know what I mean? Especially somebody like Gucci. You got options. But calling the police and getting the police involved should have never been no option. I don't care if it was 17 undercover, off-duty police there, yo. If they on your payroll, that mean they under your control. Like my man said, he supposed to pay them niggas. Yo, what you lost? What they took? Alright, got you. We ain't getting no police involved. Whatever you lost, I'm gonna pay you for it. That's how Gucci's supposed to handle that shit. No motherfucking excuses. I got you. What they took your Rolex, I'm gonna get you another Rolex. What they took from you? 20,000. Alright, let me get you the 20,000. That man told the police, man. They showed that man Instagram pages, and that man pointed them out and said, yeah, that's him right there. That's him right there. That's Pooh Shiesty. That's his father. That's Big 30. Yup, that's them. They the ones that robbed me. I couldn't even imagine no shit like that even coming out of my mouth. At 70. See, the problem is these niggas be hanging with rats. Anyway. I mean, they just ain't told yet. You feel me? That be the problem. A lot of these niggas already be hanging with rats. And potential rats. Their goddamn self. Yo, but most niggas in Baltimore ain't standing for that shit, man. Niggas ain't on that, yo. And I ain't saying niggas in Baltimore don't tell more than any other city or less than any other city. But what I'm saying is, yo, we don't make excuses for niggas. We don't. We don't make excuses for niggas, man. You went bad, bro. You got line, yo. Book cold, yo. Should've did that. I ain't saying niggas in Baltimore don't hang with rats, because it is niggas that hang with rats. What I'm saying is niggas don't act like they ain't told. That's all I'm saying. Niggas is acting like they didn't tell. I watched a nigga get to talk, a little young nigga, yo, a snitch is when you commit a crime with somebody and you don't want to go to jail, so you tell on him. No, that is a snitch. first off, a street nigga or ex-street nigga that participated in criminal activity, that did everything under the sun, and now when criminal activity come his way, he tell. That's a rat as well, yo. It's a rat as well. This shit is crazy, yo. I swear, yo, the internet be pissing me off. Like, I'm really just sitting back. Like, you should see how many comments I got by calling him a rat. Yo, he was there for a business deal. Well, he was. That shit turned to a fucking robbery in progress. The fuck? It happens sometimes. Before he could have been that going to get some gas. Nigga robbed his ass. Shit happens, yo. Karma, yo. You made a living off of robbing. These is his words. That's what he said he did. I ain't putting that shit on him. He said he made a living off of robbing niggas. But what the fuck did I tell this nigga about these goddamn cars? Look. I seen that. You know, yeah, I've been these shicey father was a rat. Yeah, I told y'all how that shit be though, yo. Like, yo, you locked up. Like, yo, nobody knows. I done seen 2 people come out so far. Asian dog and another girl that did business with Gucci. And nobody is pleased. Nobody is pleased, man. Remember when he dropped all them artists, niggas was coming out talking, yo, like it's underlying issues. Like what Pooh Shiesty did was dumb. So the way he did it was dumb. Yo, but if he felt some type of way about some disrespect that he, you know, that came his way on behalf of Gucci, and he decided to respond because of that, I can't say that's dumb. I just think how he did it was stupid. You know, I wish he'd have put more thought into it. I mean, but yo, I believe in revenge. I told y'all that, yo. Like, I ain't one of them ones that's just going, you know, you just do shit to me and I just be like, all right, let bygones be bygones. I might still be mad 10 years later. Right. Depends. Depends on the situation. You feel me? Depends on what happened. Yeah, I bet y'all remember I been said Gucci ratted, y'all. When we was going through that whole Atlanta shit, I said, yo, he told on Jeezy back in the day. Niggas act like for some reason, I don't know why we overlooked it back then. Niggas overlooked it back then, y'all. But I think I do remember calling him a rat, but at some point back then for that Jeezy situation. Definitely told him, hey, yo, shut your ass up. Oh, let me let this dog out. Listen to Whack 100, dumbass. Yeah, Gucci, man, Gucci out of line for that, man. What's up, Shane? Yeah, Gucci out of line for that. Look, this is 5 years ago. We was watching this the other night. Look, and he only did this because Pooh Shiesty that was behind him. If he ain't had Pooh Shiesty with him, then he probably wouldn't even have carried it like this, man. He was ready. He was trying to crash Pooh Shiesty and them out this night. But don't nobody want to talk about that, though. He was ready to crash them. Them same young boys that robbed him, he was ready to crash them out. Because he wasn't. Only reason he was acting like this is because he had them boys with him. That's why. This the same shit that got Big and Tupac killed the school shit. Okay. For the record.
This is not a disruptor. It's just the truth. Just the truth. Scoochie, the living legend. Oh yeah, I'm a legend. Living legend, nigga. Respect that. Check. I ain't playing with you, I ain't trying to dance with you. I ain't throwing hands, I'm let the rubber bands get you. We take money to go to war, but we can go to war, nigga. I ain't no real rapper, I'm a fucking grave digger. I'm a old school fool, don't make me show my age, nigga. Grab a Louisville and turn it to a batting cage, nigga. I took this up with Keisha Cole, and I know you still miss her. But Puff was fucking her while you was falling in love with her. While you to do a song, wouldn't even smoke no bud with you. I was screaming so icy was a neighborhood nigga. This AR is my backup cause I don't need now, nigga. Once they hit with Flocka said, let them guns pound, nigga. Used to ride the Birmingham with a lot of grounds, nigga. I'm just who I am, nigga, but I ain't sparing now, nigga. I know it's hard for you to sleep on when you kill your homeboy. You left your son to be a bastard, won't even raise your own boy. Internet. I tell you what. Damn. Damn. Broke the internet. I tell you what. Put that nigga ass in the dirt. I tell you what. Smoking on Pookie Load tonight. I tell you what. I tell you what. This how we gonna do this. Send some more, I'ma send them the same way. In a box back to you. Are you doing 3 kill?
Come on, man. Listen to this boy, man. Niggas giving Yo a pass. This is 5 years ago. Fuck out of here, man. That was 5 years ago. That boy don't get no motherfucking pass, not on Keep It G News. He told y'all. He went bad, y'all. He supposed to handle it just like he said he was gonna handle it. Then you got niggas like Whack 100 over this bitch. Out here trying to do damage control. Ain't no damage. You can't save him, yo. Let him drown. You feel me? Ain't no saving him, man.
Just wrapped up. Darcy, is actually still going on, heading into hour 4.
Yo, look at this. Husashi should have known this is a red flag. Yo, your father should not be taking these type of pictures with you, my nigga. The fuck? Yo, he should have been looking at his father like, oh, I ain't gonna lie, Pops. I don't feel comfortable. Hey, Pops, I don't feel comfortable with you holding the gun up in the picture, man. Like, you know, let me switch you out for my homeboy, man. Get Big 30 over here, man. Switch. Hey, Big 30. Hey, Big 30. I want you to do this pose, Pops. I want you to take the picture.
At this point, but we were able to get a bond assigned for Lontrell Williams Sr., the father of Hushaisty. The judge ultimately decided she's going to assign him a home incarceration, which she says is the strictest bond she can assign outside of giving him or granting him into federal custody. She said the only time he is allowed to leave his home is to attend his court dates in Dallas, where this case will ultimately be tried. And she said he'll be under electronic monitoring while this all plays out. Now, federal court downtown.
What is all of them charged with? Hold on, y'all, before we get to Whack 100. What is the charges? Because I didn't hear them break down the charges for everybody. So before we jump out the window and say his father told, we gotta figure out what the charges is. Pooh Shiesty arrested. Long Crime Network did a video on it. Why the fuck this shit so goddamn long, yo? Alright, fuck it. Maybe they'll go through the charges 4 hours ago. Sure they got the charges by now.
We have a bombshell new legal case on our hands. The alleged robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane.
This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not. and that if you choose to do this, we'll bring you swiftly to justice.
Wait until you hear not only the allegations, but the evidence, surveillance, Instagram accounts, fingerprints. It is something to say the least. We have the criminal complaint that lays out everything, and we're going to break it all down for you right now. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by...
I don't want to know. We already read the criminal complaint. I want to know what the charges is. You might gotta pull up an article. Kidnapping was about to be released. Look at this fuckboy. They charged for recording. The Big 30 not gonna get that much time. Pooh Shicey's gonna get all the time, and the rest of them niggas. The Pops ain't really do nothing either. Yo Gotti influenced Gucci Mane robbery. These niggas just be saying anything. I gotta find an article. What is Pooh Shiesty charged with?
I got the latest for rapper Pooh Shiesty arrested in Dallas kidnapping. The first headline, from Consequence, is Pooh Shiesty arrested and charged with kidnapping Gucci Mane.
Put their relationship down. Let's see. What is Pooh Shiesty father charged with? Maybe that's a better option. What is Pooh Shiesty father charged with? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that is crazy though.
I got the latest for what is father charged with. The first headline, from Fox 13 Tampa Bay on MSN.com, is 18-year-old charged in connection to deadly St. Pete house fire. Father charged with evidence tampering, SPPD.
Yo, his father didn't really do nothing but draft up. They're gonna need evidence. Somebody gonna have to tell for him to get a whole bunch of time. What I mean by that is somebody's gonna have to say he's the one that orchestrated the robbery. The feds is saying he orchestrated just off the fact that he drafted up that document. But I think in order for him to get a whole bunch of time, somebody's gonna have to say, yeah, Pooh Shiesty and his father put this play together. Let's go back to Law and Crime Network. Fuck it. Yeah, kidnapping Gucci is crazy, but they ain't really kidnapping. I mean, it's kidnapping, but I don't think they was gonna hold him for ransom or nothing. that would have been crazy. If them niggas held Gucci for ransom, that would have been diabolical, man. It's just karma, yo. Karma's a bitch.
Presented by Law and Crime.
Undefeated.
I'm Jesse Weber. Okay, I have to share this. Some really exciting news, okay? We've spent so much time together here at Law and Crime obsessing over every wild twist, late night case,
Yeah, I said
that
it
we wanted
is
to find a
kidnapping.
way to get you even closer to the action. That
Definitely
is why we're
kidnapping.
finally launching Law and Crime Plus. This is your new go-to spot for thousands of hours of commercial-free episodes and exclusive case files where you can really dive into the evidence yourself. We really built this for the community of people that stay up late analyzing every detail while waiting for a verdict. Realest, Texas, announced United States Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, Ryan Raybould. 8 of the 9 were arrested in Dallas, Texas, and Memphis, Tennessee. The charged defendants include Lontrell Williams Jr., a.k.a. Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., a.k.a. Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Terrence Rogers, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel. Actually, by the way, there was a press conference held yesterday, and I want you to listen to that moment where they talk about that one person who was missing in this, right? So there's people who's charged, but not everybody had been arrested. So this is United States Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, Ryan Raybould.
One of the individuals that's been charged has not had his initial appearance yet, but agents are actively working to locate and
They
bring
call
him
him
to
today.
court.
And I wanted to touch on that actually. Eric Bushman of the KRLD. Since there's one person you're still trying to get to come in, I guess it's on the request because it's the initial appearance. You had said that you're trying to work out. Because you're going public with this, are you afraid at all that that's going to hinder eventually getting an individual in?
Agents are working to find him. The complaint has already been unsealed, and a number of these defendants have had their public hearing already, their initial appearance, and so it's already out there that this individual has been charged, and so that information is in the public record. But I trust that the agents will be able to identify this person and find them and bring them to justice. Of course, that person can turn themselves in immediately.
And I have a 32-page criminal complaint that was filed in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Texas that I'm going to break down for you as simply as possible. I want you to know the allegations, the potential evidence, the parties, okay? Gives you an idea about what this case is about.
Yeah,
I got to say this before I even get into
that's
it.
the
You're gonna
wildest thing about it, though, Pen. No, it's like I said a few times, like out of 9 people, yo, nobody said no. Like, yo, that I think that is a telltale sign of ignorance, lack of education. Like, nobody said no. Nobody had enough pull to say, yo, this ain't gonna work. Because like I was telling y'all earlier, robbery is one of them crimes where things can get out of hand, man. A robbery can turn to a murder like this. You feel me? It almost happened here. But Pooh Shiesty stopped him. Said, no, hell no, we ain't killing nobody. But I don't think, I think if they would have just robbed Gucci and got him to sign the contract, they would have had a better chance of this being swept under the rug. Them other guys doing all that extra shit, I think that's what sent them to jail. But even with that being said, Gucci Mane being who he said he was or is, he wasn't supposed to let nobody go to law enforcement, man. Nobody. Nobody was supposed to go to law enforcement. We're gonna handle this internally. And yeah, I see if I'm gonna let it slide or I ain't. Yeah, but we not going to the police, man. He done made too much money selling this idea of the streets and selling this no snitch shit, and you done made too much money pushing that. I don't care if you 40 now. I'm 40. I ain't telling no nigga. Nigga rob me today, tomorrow. You will not see me call no 911 and say, look, man, this nigga robbed me. It's just not gonna happen. And I ain't in the streets either. So for me being 40 and I ain't in the streets, why the fuck am I giving him a pass? Yeah, man, nah, bro. Cause you done robbed niggas before. Gucci done rob. At least that's what he said. I don't know. He could be lying. Like a lot of these rappers, maybe made this shit up. But you told the world that you robbed niggas. Like, that's what you got. That's what you was. That's what you did. So now it's your turn to be on the other side of the gun. And you go to the police. No, we not doing that. We ain't never going to do that. Man, shit. Yeah, he could. Yo, Key word, yo. His bodyguard. Which means he pays him. Right? If that's his bodyguard, he's employed by Gucci. Which means that if I employ you and I pay you, yo, we're not going to the police. It's that simple. We ain't going to the police. And even with all that being said, when they came to Gucci and said, yo, this man said this, that, and the third happened. Did it? Gucci supposed to say, man, fuck no. Nigga lying. What are you talking about? Yo, they wasn't going to cheat. He's not going to be charged for that. He ain't gonna be charged for that. I don't know what he talking about, yo. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he did get robbed. I don't know. I wasn't there. Well, look, we got this video that said you was there. Well, shit. I don't even think that's me. Fuck, man, fuck them people, man. I don't know that shit. I lie. It could be, they could have me in 4K. You will not see me admit to any of that shit. I don't know what he's talking about. Who? That's me right there? Right here or right there? Yeah, that's you right. Right here, that's me? Shit, you do look like me. But I wasn't there. You feel me? Like, I wasn't. Hey, prove it. Yeah, man. I wasn't there, y'all. Know what my people were going to say? Mr. Mosley was uncooperative during our investigation. That's what it say, yo. He was uncooperative. He refused to point out any individual. And that's that. That's all he had to do. He was uncooperative and he refused to. Yo, Gucci Mane pointed out people, man. They went to them Instagrams and Gucci Mane said, this is Pooh Shiesty. This is Big 30. This is Pooh Shiesty father. It's in paperwork, man. He did that.
Understand, after I go through this, why these individuals were arrested in light of this alleged evidence, but
exactly,
but all of them
are you
innocent.
See motherfuckers said that in one of their videos. I'm like, come on, I ain't gonna lie, yo, I was upset about that. Like, yo, you really gonna say that in the video? No, good and goddamn well, that's not how that worked. I ain't like that, yo. That was crazy to me, and I ain't gonna say a nigga name. Because I fuck with him. But it was just like, damn, bro. Like, yo, you really said that? Yo, you really said that if they'd have came to Gucci Mane and Gucci Mane didn't say that he knew about the robbery, they was going to charge him too? Like, come on. You know that's not how that shit go. Just like you said, Harmo. They would have just said victim did not want to cooperate. That's it. That's it and that's all. Move on to the next one. You might find, hey, just because I'm not cooperating, that don't mean they won't. They might cooperate. You know, you don't need me to secure a conviction. If they was there too, they can tell you everything that fucking happened. Opposite of me.
Until proven guilty. I gotta say that because, again, you're gonna listen to this and you might be saying, wow, the evidence against them is arguably really bad. But nothing has been proven as of yet. Okay, with that caveat, let's get into it. So, this is an affidavit. It is a sworn statement from an FBI special agent in support of a criminal complaint. And this is the statement of probable cause that crimes were committed. Okay? It starts by claiming that on January 10th, 2026, the victims, who are only identified by initials, by the way, and they include RD, which we have to assume is Gucci Mane, because his real name is Radrick Davis. They say they were robbed and kidnapped at gunpoint at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. Now, there was apparently a scheduled meeting between RD and suspect Lontrell Williams Jr. And apparently, this hip-hop artist is known as Pooh Shiesty, and he was reportedly signed to RD's record label 1017 Records. Now, this meeting was reportedly about a contract dispute. This is, again, according to prosecutors. And it seems that Williams Jr. wanted out. So the affidavit claims that when RD and the other alleged victims in this case and others go into this office building, they realize it's closed. So Williams Sr., this is apparently Williams Jr.'s father, was apparently trying to book a recording studio that day for his son, and for RD to record music. Williams Sr. was apparently talking to this unidentified individual just known as JN, another player in this, who owns the studio. It's inside this office building. So now you get the geography, what we're talking about here. So the affidavit includes apparent stills from surveillance footage that arguably shows Williams Sr. speaking to someone on the phone outside the building. I'm going to give you a little preview here. There are a lot of stills in this criminal complaint. And by the way, that helps corroborate the details. It helps corroborate the timeline. It helps corroborate the events that are laid out. You have reportedly time-stamped stills of this surveillance.
We ain't gonna put this on
now, an assistant reportedly arrives to help with production at 3:39 p.m. that day, and the affidavit claims that this father and son duo, the Williams, is arguing with somebody on the phone. Okay, they're arguing. And I'm going to read you this verbatim. Quote, at approximately 3:43 p.m., Williams Jr. and Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, Glover, and McDaniel entered the east side of the office building. The target suspects walked through the lobby area of the office building before going inside the studio. One individual with a dreadlock hairstyle, later identified as Gibson, can be seen on video exiting the office building and shortly thereafter returning with a bag slung over his shoulder. Again, embedded in this complaint are the apparent surveillance stills, okay? Now, the affidavit claims they go into the studio where the victims were, the alleged victims were, and there are stills, by the way. They included the studio lobby, the control room, the recording room. And at one point, it is alleged that Williams Jr., who was, by the way, I was blown away by this detail, was allegedly wearing an ankle monitor, okay, goes to speak to RD privately about the contract. I'll talk about the ankle monitor in a second. But there is allegedly an argument, and it ends up with Williams Jr. being accused of taking out a black AK-style pistol and pointing it at RD, allegedly demanding he sign the contract release paperwork. Now, RD allegedly complied, signed it. Again, we're assuming this is Gucci Mane. And there was the claim that RD, seemingly Gucci Mane, was not allowed to leave as he was being held at gunpoint. There are allegations that Wright allegedly recorded RD signing the paperwork and being forced to say,
yo, Pusati ready to get a 30-piece. Pusati, yo. I understand being mad and upset, yo, but that was not the route to go, my nigga. We could do that shit totally different, yo. If you wanted to rob the nigga, you could have did it another time. That was a bad move. He gonna pay for it. But my thing is, as long as you can stand on it, fuck it. Just know it, you know. As long as you can stand on it, bro. For however long you gotta stand. Maybe if it's 20 years, 15 years, life. As long as you can live with your decision making, then hey, fine with me. I wouldn't have done it. I think that shit was stupid as a bit.
He released Williams Jr. from the contract, and then afterwards it's alleged that Williams Jr. took RD's wedding ring and watch and earrings and cash. I do wonder if they have that video.
And that's what I was ready to say too, right? A lot of times that's what happened with robberies, y'all. Adrenaline get to going, and it go from, yo, give me everything in your pockets, to take your shoes off, to lay on the ground, to, you understand? Like, yo, that's how that shit go, yo. Like, if you get together a robbery team, you really gotta make sure everybody is on the same page. Yo, we coming out, we ain't shooting nobody. Nobody's getting shot today, y'all. So if you got a fucking itchy trigger finger, you ain't coming. Straight up. But I don't think it was supposed to go this far. Like this shit went way left. It supposed to probably just been a robbery of Gucci, the relieving him of his contract, of his contractual agreement, and we leave. But it turned into something totally different. Niggas getting smacked with guns. Motherfuckers getting threatened to get killed. Motherfuckers getting strangled. Like, yo, it was not supposed to go like that, yo. I promise you that wasn't the plan, yo. But that's how robberies happen, yo, like I said before. A 211 can turn to a 187 real fast, man. Try to tell you. They took that shit way too far, man. They was on Plan D. You ain't lying.
Okay, I do wonder if they have that. But I'm going to read you verbatim again from the complaint. Waters, Rogers, Johnson, Glover, McDaniel, and Gibson produced handguns or AR-AK style pistols and began to demand property from BP and MM. BP was pushed onto a couch in the...
It's not in our culture, bro. It's in any culture. It's not black culture. It's in any organization, any society, any secret society. It's in any establishment. Nobody respects the snitch, yo. If you in the streets, yo, it's like a fraternity. You know, you're a part of a particular group of people, and in this particular group, we don't tell the police. It's not about our culture. The mob did it. They do it in government. The police do it. Whenever you join any entity that's bound by rules, no snitching is a part of it. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all keep allowing these dumbass niggas like Whack 100 and Charleston White and these dumbass motherfuckers that don't know shit. They're not intelligent, they're just stupid. And their goal is to make black people look ignorant. Make black people look, their goal is to shame their own people. It's not black culture, yo. It's just any culture. In America, it's American culture, if you want to be honest. In American culture, yo, we don't respect the rat. Niggas, I tell you all the time, niggas don't even like the work rat. Niggas don't even like the work rat, man. And that's not just black people, that's white people too. It's white people that can't stand snitches at work. Can't stand them. Despise them. Stop letting these people put black on the end of it, man.
Control room, while an individual known to BP as CMO Dam Fu and part of Williams Jr.'s crew searched his pockets and stole his wallet. BP's chain and a necklace were stolen from his neck. McDaniel threatened to shoot BP for moving, but Williams Jr. instructed McDaniel not to. MM was choked from behind to the point of nearly losing consciousness during the kidnapping and robbery, resulting in scratches on his neck and wrist. Now, embedded in the complaint are what appear to be photos seemingly showing cuts or abrasions on MM's neck and wrist, and there is a claim that his wallet and watches and a Louis Vuitton bag and headphones were stolen. And if you're wondering about the security, right, didn't they have security with him? Well, the claim is that the victim's security realized they were outnumbered and outgunned. Goes on to say, quote, RD was pushed onto the couch in the control room. Again, we're talking seemingly about Gucci Mane, causing the victims to believe they were going to...
I'm telling you, yo, it be the power. It be the power of the gun, yo. Like, some people get that power, and it's like, I'm gonna see what else they can do. Shit, I'm gonna make his ass dance. I'm gonna make him take his shoes off. I'm gonna make him take his pants off. It's just, some people take it overboard. You know what I mean? And that's what they did. They took it overboard, way overboard. Like, it wasn't supposed to be that much. But when you see fear in people, some people feast off of fear. You see fear in people, you want to see how far, how scared are you? Is you scared enough to give me your wedding ring? Is you scared enough to motherfucking run around in circles? Is you scared enough to jump up and down? It's fucked up, but it's real. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it be like that sometimes, man.
Williams Jr. placed the barrel of a firearm to the back of BP's head and ordered him and RD to leave the control room and the studio through the west entrance of the office building. RD then instructed CW and TD to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, MM turned to Williams Jr. and asked him if they were really taking his watches. Based on later recovered surveillance video footage, the target suspects left the studio and the office building through the east entrance at approximately 4:48 p.m. And from there, the affidavit lays out the photos of the alleged suspects purportedly leaving the building and also the cars that were believed to be connected to them traveling northbound.
Who over here remember me saying Gucci told before this? Who over here remember me saying Gucci told on Jeezy before this, man? This was probably months ago. I don't know why we was talking about him. My nigga told on when all that Atlanta shit was going on. And it was like, oh, Gucci the only one. So I said, man, that nigga told on Jeezy.
How did they find the alleged suspects? So this is really interesting. We're going to start with vehicle identification. So the affidavit claims that Wright's father owns a 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat with Tennessee plates. The authorities apparently use license plate readers to track the Charger following another car, a Dodge.
It's not about. This is about the people trying to co-sign him. It's people making excuses for what he did. Yeah, man. What he did in the Yeezy situation would be considered dry snitching. What he did right here, he flat out told. Yeah, man. Like, and people was trying to make it seem like I'm saying, yo, but Gucci ain't in the streets, you know. He a businessman and he this, he that, he this, he that. No, yo, he's a rat. He told. And the reason why he's a rat is because Gucci that made a living off of robbing niggas. He made a whole career off of robbing niggas, man. Now you get robbed, and now you want to be a civilian again. But I just showed y'all 5 years ago what he did to Jeezy. I showed y'all the video the other day. This video right here, this was recent. This was probably like I think this video was when the robbery actually happened. Look at what he said when the robbery happened. Who sent me that shit? My cousin. Look what he said when the robbery happened. God damn it.
Up in that shit like I was doing inside. Nigga, please, nigga. They got $1 million, nigga. Broke ass nigga. Shit make a nigga heart hurt, boy. That don't make these niggas happy. These niggas ain't happy on home. Step to me, nigga. I would love to, nigga. I don't care. You see my wife, you can step to me. I'ma smoke you. You know what's going on with me. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit. Only thing I believe in is don't tell the police. Soft ass, nigga. That's the only thing I believe in.
Okay. Who's that?
That's it. Keep it in the street. That's my only rule.
You talking to YB?
Anything else, I don't give a fuck anyway.
What year was he beefing with YB? Why he's beefing with YB? I don't remember that. What that was about? What that was about?
We're talking about 2:18 p.m. on January 10th.
So,
and they claim
how many years ago was it?
That Dodge Ram looks like the one on surveillance video near the crime scene later that afternoon. They apparently used license plate readers to also link the Charger traveling very close to a white Buick Enclave using rental records.
So that's about what, 2 years ago?
The Enclave was rented by Williams Sr. Let's go to electronic location monitoring. Remember when I said the ankle monitor for Williams Jr.? Well, apparently, he was serving a sentence for federal drug and weapons charges. Home detention, had to wear an electronic monitoring device.
See, I don't like when law and crime does this, right? Because law and crime has a large audience that's white. And we already called them out on their coverage of black criminals compared to white criminals. It's the contrast is crazy. It's totally different.
Able to use location data from that device to seemingly track his apparent movements near the crime scene. And then the affidavit claims that Williams Sr. and Williams Jr. went to a Staples store earlier in the day. Why? The allegation is to print off the contractual release paperwork, which again was a key part of this whole alleged dispute and incident. Now, the feds say surveillance video and GPS data put them there. Cell phone records. You know these are always key in a criminal investigation, right? I'm going to read you verbatim what it says. Stay with me. This is a big part. Investigators obtained cell phone records for Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson, and telematics location data and records for the Dodge Charger Hellcat and the Dodge Ram. Records indicate Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson traveled together from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas, Texas in the Dodge Charger Hellcat and the Dodge Ram. They left Memphis on January 8th, 2026 and arrived in Dallas in the early morning hours of January 9th, 2026. The data from Glover's electronic monitoring device aligns with these cell phone records. On January 10th, 2026.
Yeah, that's my thing, yo. Like, the plan was just so fucking stupid, yo. Outside of the fact, like, the plan was already stupid. And then it was poorly executed. Like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck you put together a dumbass plan and then don't even execute it properly? Like, god damn, like, you could at least did something right. Like, at least execute the poor plan to perfection. You feel me? Like, I would have respected it more if they at least executed it properly. Like, yo, this shit went haywire. It was not funny, yo. It ain't funny, right? Because these niggas' life on the line. But it's just like, god damn, shorty, like, you ain't got that one homeboy that's a thinker. That shit crazy, yo. You gotta keep a thinker around, man. Everybody can't be crash outs. Just like when they say you gotta keep the sober friend. You know, when you go out drunk, you gotta have a sober friend that's gonna drive. Like, yo, you gotta have a designated driver, man. Everybody needs a designated thinker. Like, that's their job in the crew. You feel me? When we put together a dumbass plan, your job is to stop it. Like, yo, to run that plan by me again? Oh, no, we ain't doing that. Fuck that shit. Let's scratch that. Everybody need one of them, y'all. Remember when Obama said everybody need a gay friend? No, yo, everybody don't need no gay friend. We need to start trying to find thinkers in the community. Everybody need a thinker, man. Everybody needs somebody that has some level of understanding or knowledge. You know what I mean? You need one in every crew. Like, remember Obama said everybody should have a gay father or some shit like that? No, yo, we ain't doing that. But you have to have a thinker around. Kid, what's up, baby? Man, what the fuck?
Approximately 2:28 p.m. 2:46 p.m. Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson.
Man, that shit acting stupid.
The Dodge Charger Hellcat and the Dodge Ram were in the area of the Windrose Tower, a location Williams Jr. resided prior to moving. They all traveled together to the area of a fence location, meaning the crime scene, arriving at approximately 3 p.m. The data from Williams Jr.'s electronic monitoring device and location information for the Buick Enclave align with the cell phone records. Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, the Dodge Charger Hellcat, and the Dodge Ram traveled together from the area of the offense location, leaving at approximately 4:50 p.m. to the area of the Star in Frisco, Texas, arriving at approximately 5:07 p.m. Look how exact this is. Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson utilized towers with coverage that includes the Star until approximately 9:30 p.m. The data from Williams Jr.'s electronic monitoring device and location information for the Buick Enclave aligned with the cell phone records.
Man,
Wright,
salute,
Johnson,
man.
Waters,
Appreciate
Rogers,
it,
Gibson, the Dodge Charger Hellcat, and the Dodge Ram. I have to keep repeating
Yeah,
it
we
because
just
I
try
think
to
it's
keep it real
important that
over
you
here,
identify
man.
the
That's
different
all.
parties here and the different sources of location. traveled together from the area of the Star in Frisco to the area of the Comfort Inn, where they remained overnight. Williams Jr. and Williams Sr. remained in the area of the Star overnight. Goes on to say, cell phone records indicate that on January 13, 2026, Wright, Johnson, and Waters traveled together with the Dodge Ram from Dallas, Texas to Memphis, Tennessee. So, if these allegations are true, you are seeing firsthand in detail how difficult it is in 2026 in an urban environment to commit a crime and not be tracked. This is a digital world, digital prosecution.
In the urban environment. Why you have to say that? Like, what relevance did urban environment have? I mean, I guess, they only put cameras in our neighborhood, so. But I don't think he had to make that a point of emphasis.
And it can be very tough for defense attorneys to argue against the reliability of this data, particularly if you're combining different forms of data. Cell phone with surveillance, with GPS monitoring, right? But you heard the Comfort Inn, by the way, according to the affidavit. The Comfort Inn records confirm, or allegedly confirm, that Gibson paid for 4 rooms at the hotel. So now you have financial records, documentation. Investigators reviewed surveillance footage from the Comfort Inn and observed Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, Glover, McDaniel inside the Comfort Inn, all clad in clothing similar to what the suspects in the kidnapping and robbery appeared to be wearing. And in the affidavit are literal...
Remember when I say, you gotta learn from your mistakes and people around you? He ain't learned shit from Dirk Case. Dirk Case should have told him that, this going across state lines with firearms to commit any kind of crime in a day is a fucking red flag. He ain't learned that. He basically did the same thing Dirk did.
Side-by-side comparisons of the alleged players, what they were seemingly wearing at the crime scene versus what they were seemingly wearing at the Comfort Inn. Again, all allegations, but you see why this is building up. Now, there's also a section about how investigators found prints, so we're talking fingerprints, latent prints, of Gibson and Rogers on these red Solo cups, too, that were apparently left at the crime scene. We move on to social media. This one's next level, okay? So apparently investigators compare the descriptions of Williams Jr. from the victims, like how they described him, to an Instagram account, @Pusheisty. And investigators say it shows a match. And they end up doing that for Williams Sr. and Wright and Waters, and how even there are photos apparently of them together online, and how they even match state IDs with these accounts too. And I gotta call out Rogers here. Quote, on surveillance footage from the offense location, the individual believed to be Rogers can be seen exiting the building carrying what appears to be the Louis Vuitton bag MM reportedly stolen. On January 15, 2026, so just a few days later, Rogers posted a video on @DamnFool375 showing him wearing a Rolex GMT Master 2 with an oyster steel band that appeared...
because they non-crime feeds into the stereotypes of black people to their white supporters. They feeding the hate train against black people. I don't fuck with that. All right, this is the part where Gucci told
defendant very clearly. So, for example, Lontrell Williams Jr., eyewitness accounts state that Williams Jr. brought RD into the recording studio and demanded that RD sign the release contract at gunpoint before taking RD's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and cash. Eyewitness accounts also place Williams Jr. in the room when the additional kidnapping and robberies of MM and BP occurred. Cell phone records, electronic location monitoring, and surveillance footage place Williams Jr. at the offense location. Electronic location monitoring data also places Williams Jr. at a Staples location with his father, believed to be printing the termination contract prior to arriving at the photographs, a receipt, and the serial number. January 19th, 2026. After their arrest for some reason...
I'm what bluffing ass said. Or they're gonna revoke it. Alright, so I can see that happening. I can see Pooh Shiesty, father
Federal
Bond,
court downtown.
Bond
Kayla, that
getting,
hearing, in fact,
Bond getting revoked. Yeah, I can see that happening. All right, so this would really piss me off right here. Oh, let me show y'all this. This is a 1017 artist right here.
Okay, here we are. Yeah, I'd be mad too if a motherfucker won't let me out my contract. I'm in a situation right now where I want to hit a poo shiesty on a motherfucker. Y'all painting a picture out to make it seem like everybody just like it's a curse with Gucci. There ain't no curse with Gucci. Everybody chose their own fate when it came to 1017. And I'm speaking for everybody because I don't have nobody here to speak for themselves. And two of my goddamn label mates is gone. Chant, gone. Scar, gone. I don't even know where the fuck Roboy at. Y'all got so many opinions, but y'all don't even know that Fujiano and Pooh Shiesty and Scar was beefing with Gucci the entire time. It was the back and forth of who leaving the label and who want to stay and come back and give me your chain, or no, you can have your chain. Like, it was a lot of that shit going on. Why? It ain't even about reading your contract. It's not about none of that shit. It's not about none of that shit. At the end of the day, everybody wanted respect. That's why Channing left. She didn't like what was going on. There was really no team with 1017 to where we had people that was really there, that was guiding us. It was just like all the calls was coming from everybody that they was putting in charge. And a lot of people that was in charge shouldn't have been in charge over there at Atlantic. And that's the real issue. Okay, here we are. Yeah, I'd be mad too if a motherfucker won't.
And she might just be cloud chasing. But
Get this.
this would piss me off.
The rules of the streets is if you cooperate with law enforcement and give them any information or any name other than yours, then yes, you are a rat.
All right.
These are the rules of the streets. For the last 5-10 years, everywhere I seen Gucci wasn't the streets. A yacht, an exclusive birthday party, a weekend trip to Vegas where he's locked down.
See, the way they characterizing that is misleading. Yo, it's not about the rules of the streets. Yo, when you from the streets and you ran and played in the streets, you committed crimes in the streets, and you did everything in the streets, you adapt disdain toward police. It could be a hatred or at least a mistrust towards police based off of interactions you had with them, based off of interactions that your family and friends have had with them. So that normally isn't something that you just get over. You understand? You don't just get over that because I ain't hustling no more. No, yo, that shit be embedded in you. I can never trust y'all, yo, because you ain't never had my best interest. Even for the people that do testify and the people that do work with them, they don't have your best interest at heart. The people will sell you out. The guy that did Trenches News, I always use him as an example because that's somebody that people know. Yo, they put Trenches News' name in paperwork. And the reason they did that is because Trenches News tried to go ghost on him. He tried to stop working with him, and they put his name in paperwork, man. They put his motherfucking, like even with this Gucci situation. Yo, they didn't have to put RD in there. They didn't have to do that. They could have said they could have called him CHS. You know, like they could have gave him initials. They put his name in the paperwork, man. Everybody knows who's RD. They could have hid his name if they wanted to and got away with it and had everybody speculating, was this Gucci, is that Gucci, is that... You understand? But no, they put his name in the paperwork. Put his initials in the paperwork. That's why people don't be wanting to work with the police. And that's why people don't fuck with the police. But they keep trying to make it say, well, once you get out the streets, it's like now you can snitch. But it's like, what about all the interactions that I had with the police while I was in the streets that even made me start feeling this way about the police? That's just supposed to change because I ain't in the streets no more. What about all the mistreatment they done did to my family and friends over the years? That's supposed to change because I'm not in the streets no more. What about the history that the police have against black Americans historically? Is that just supposed to change because I ain't in the streets no more? Like, what the fuck do they be talking about? See, this is why these are the people that they give us, because these people, they, the target audience is ignorance. And these guys know how to identify ignorance and attend to it. And then people start believing this shit and start agreeing with him. But in reality, he ain't really giving you the truth. His story is incomplete. It's not about the streets, man. It's not about the streets.
Enjoying his friends, social media where he's signing the artist to his label. I haven't seen
What's up,
Gucci
Sonya?
rolling a blunt
What's
personally.
Sanjay?
So is Gucci still upheld to the rules of the streets? Is he a Crip? Is he a Blood? Is he a GD, a BD, a Vice Lord? Who does he hang with? I don't believe he hangs with anybody but his wife and his family. I believe he socializes and associates with his business partners and who he deems to be his friends. Listen, everybody better open their eyes up. Just because you playing the game your way, don't be the next man is not gonna play the game they way.
No, see, it's not no day way. You don't have your own way, man. Like, these are the same niggas that's trying to sell people the idea you don't have your own truth. It's only one way to play the game, bro. Gucci said, this is how Gucci said he played the game. Gucci act like he knew how to play the game until the game got played on him. Now he don't know how to play the game no more. Niggas know what the fuck this is, man. What you sign up for, man. Now he don't want to play the game no more. Check him out. We played this yesterday.
With a couple people that just been doing this since there. I got people around me, they're really interested in what I'm finna say. I entertain them, because my music really I make to entertain people. So if I have artists right there with me while I'm creating, I'm gonna entertain them, they're gonna entertain everyone else. That's my secret right now. To be honest with you, like a lot of my songs just got on the radio music for the people. It's not for I aim at them. I'm in a country effort to make songs. I don't like to tell them just look them dead in the eye. You tell a foreign language, I can die your job. Like you can't be a doctor if you ain't went to school for being a poet. I want to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I went to a speech class, I went to they told me to get up and say something in front of the class. I got up and I did it. I practiced it. I didn't run away from it because I knew at the end of the day, I don't need this stuff. So, in a lesson, in a sign somebody give you, I ain't tell you that Charlie, it gonna help you. If you want to get some money at the end of the day, you want to be a knucklehead, don't do it. You want some money, your best bet be trying to do what these folks tell you to do. That's what I like to tell them. You don't want to keep dwelling on stuff that you did. You know what I'm saying? Last year, I'm looking forward just looking forward, man, because I'm out of jail. You know what I'm saying? So who want to talk about that or when they abuse that ain't never shit this on nobody. We got it right now. I'm gonna tell you like.
What are your thoughts on snitching?
Like straight up, like you can research this on Gucci or whatever. Like I ain't never shit this on nobody. There ain't a lot of people to come to me with that in my whole life since I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Even when I forget a lot of them, sometimes say, I have never snitched on somebody. I never wrote a statement on one, and I never will. That's how I feel. Cause I'm a true G. I never snitch on a nigga. Where we from, we won't do that. For real, this East Carolina Zone City. Niggas I fuck with my crew, we won't do that. We won't snitch on niggas. We stand down for ourselves. Like, if I gotta go, I'm gonna go. I done went before. I don't want to snitch on a nigga to save my nobody's life, not even my own. I die. If I snitch on nigga. That's on my mama. Bro, I went Atlantic Rockers, bro. I'm looking.
Y'all heard him. He said never. He ain't say, I ain't gonna snitch on a nigga till I turn 36. You feel me? You know, I ain't gonna snitch until I turn 70. You know, I ain't snitching until I turn 50. He said, man, I ain't, let me play it again in case people missed it. Say, we don't do that where I'm from.
But we won't do that. We won't snitch on niggas. We stand down for ourselves. Like, if I gotta go, I'm gonna go. I done went before. I don't want to snitch on a nigga to save my nobody's life. Not even my own. I die if I snitch on nigga. That's on my mama. When I went Atlantic Rockers, man, I'm looking real good.
Yeah, I could probably find 7 videos of this nigga. From the old Gucci to the new Gucci. Talk about he ain't snitching. He did an interview. We showed that the other day too. 5 years ago with Ebro and them, where the feds tried to get him to snitch. And he said he went to sleep on them. That's what he said, man. I think, well, ultimately, y'all, I think his wife fucked him over, yo. Like, I think she really got yo. I think he's on the meds heavy, and I think that's the difference that we seeing in him. It's the medication, similar to like the Kanye West situation. Mind you, that ain't got nothing to do with him telling. I'm just talking about as far as how he act and how he move. I don't think Gucci have any say so in his own business. You feel me? He probably got to say so until they pump his ass up, until they pump the meds in him, and he and that bitch laid back, and she just doing whatever the fuck she want to do. I honestly believe, y'all, that a lot of these situations that he's in right now, currently, you can attribute it back to Keisha K.O. and how she carrying y'all. Like, you can tell, yo, he don't have no say so, man. She got yo completely sold that he is sick. And you don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're doing. Let me take care of it. And I think that's why he having these issues with his label, with his artists. I think it all stems back for that, because I don't think he runs 1017. I think if Gucci ran 1017, I think that Gucci would have let Pooh Shiesty out of his contract, because you know what you're dealing with, y'all. Unless you try and die about it. Because that's obviously how Pooh Shiesty was moving. And I think Gucci banned from the streets. He should have been able to identify who Pooh Shiesty was and what he is. And he should have known. And I think he probably did know. But when you struggling between what you know, but you gotta hear another person's mouth to override what you know, and you want to please that person at the same time, then you faced with a tough situation, man. That's what it sounded like happened to me, to be honest. But I'm ready to take my ass to bed. I gotta get up in the morning. My fucking 12:18, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's another day. Keep what you need.